Every Royale match ever, and in the Little Llama, available at store.yogscast.com. Hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Fortnite. Good morning. So it is Wednesday as opposed to Tuesday when this update is going out. And before we jump in to try and find the brand new item known as the Chiller, which is basically a frost trap, we are going to quickly have a quick look at the playground mode because there are some brand new additions. So you can now customize some of the options within playground mode, which is really cool. So everything from shields, which you can have on full, half or none. Health you can have on full, half or 1 HP. You can also retain your inventory when you die, so kind of like Minecraft's keep inventory. You die, you respawn, you dive back in, and your hotbar will still be exactly the same. And I'm assuming your materials would stay as well, but I don't know for certain on that one, so we can turn that one off. As well as that, you can turn off fall damage, which I am going to do, and that'll be really nice actually, because I know a lot of people want to practice things like building, but once they get to the top of those large structures, unless they've got a bounce pad to get down with, that kind of kills off their practice momentum. So being able to turn off fall damage and be able to practice building is going to be a really, really big send. Other than that, you can also change the gravity, which I thought was interesting. So very low, low, and normal. That is going to be probably mostly just for mini games and maybe for the occasional like cool shot as well for music videos. And speaking of music videos, this one is very, very special. So I don't know if you've ever noticed in my music videos or whatever else, or even when I've been trying to make thumbnails, honestly, but on occasion you want it to be a certain time of day. And the problem is sometimes it will tick over from one time of day to another in the middle of the scene that you're shooting, and there is nothing more frustrating than that. So we don't really get to specify much beyond day and night, but that should be enough for most people. I doubt that many people are going to be specifically asking for a shot at sunrise or at dusk or, you know, whatever. So that should be interesting. So I'm going to set it to daytime. And also, you can now hide, view, and basically have it as team only for all of the names of other players and their current location. So that is really good. So I'm going to do a no-fill. I'm going to jump in and see if we can find this brand new Chiller item inside of playground mode. So to give you the deets on what this does, it doesn't freeze you on the spot as most people suspected. So it doesn't, when you run onto it, you don't get frozen on the spot and that's it. There were other people suggesting that maybe you would have it and it would slow down your movement speed, and essentially you would, like, you know, move around the world slower, and that kind of made sense. But what actually happens is you get 2 large ice blocks, 1 on each foot, and essentially what happens from there is you then start to slide around the world, so you lose a lot of grip with the floor. Like the actual wording on the patch says, applies icy feet to friends or foes, causing them to slide around with low friction. So you can find these basically everywhere. Treasure chests, supply drops, vending machines, loot llamas, and as well as floor loot. And that is because this is a common item. This is a grey item. So you should be seeing loads of these around the Fortnite world. I get the vibe that it'll maybe move up to a green, but we'll see how things go. And you know what? As soon as we can, why don't we land on the good old Loot Lake Island, seeing as it's knocking about the place. And it's actually going a different direction than I ever expected. I genuinely thought it was going to go from here to here and basically work its order in reverse. But, oh, I actually felt a little bit too short then. I'm thinking maybe now what's going to happen is, do you remember where the Moai statues were looking? Remember how the Moai statues previously were all looking in this kind of general area, like, you know, just to the west of Salty Springs? So maybe it's going to do a full loop and then come to the center and then cause something to happen over here. Who knows? That's just my theory so far, but we'll see what goes down. So first and foremost, we've got to try and find ourselves one of these traps and see how it goes. Nope, it just straight up doesn't seem to be one over here. Why don't we have a wander over towards Greasy Grove, I guess? Yeah, I guess Greasy Grove works. Geronimo! So satisfying. Oh, actually, a loot llama. That might be a good place to find one, because that tends to give you more utility things than it does anything else. So let's see if there is one inside of our friendo over here. Alright, you ready for it? Oh, let me just smash you open. Always feels a little bit quicker. It's probably the exact same amount of time, but still. Oh, there we go. Yep, we got him. Perfect. All right, cool. So, how about we do this? How about we test this thing? So, let's go right the way up to here. Okay, you ready for it? And then we're going to go like this. And then, do you reckon we'll go like that and then a staircase downward? Yeah, I reckon so. I just want to see how little grip you have when you run across one of these things. I think this will be really funny. So, there we go. And then run off the edge like that. Cool, perfect. So, if I was to put a frost trap at the top up here, like on the horizontal plane, when I run at it, I'm hoping that my slidey feet will continue. So, if I was to go like this per se, and then put the trap there, oh, it makes a good sound, doesn't it? So, if I was to run across like this, there you go, nice. And then if I try running backwards, oh no, look! I've only just managed to... Can you jump with it as well? I guess you can run some of the momentum with it as well. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Look how little, like, grip you've got. Okay, so it's all stopped again. Dude, that's so funny. I don't really know how this is going to work against other players. I guess just in general, it's just going to be a little bit jarring. Like, even if you introduce them into a house, that will be a way of doing it. And one thing that I should note as well is that this can be placed on everything. You can place it on floors, as you've seen. You can place it on ceilings. You can place it on walls. So I'm assuming that once you're in line with it, then yeah, okay, cool, interesting. So you can do that. And you've got 0 chance of climbing up, I think. Yeah, look, you just straight up can't ascend to anything. And now I think I'm caught in a slightly vicious loop. So let me do this until it wears off. And you can also place it on ramps as well. So that's the other one we'll do. So if maybe in a second, when this all eases off. Come on, ease off. Ease off. There we go, got it. Right, hold on a minute. So if we go like this, if I... Yeah, I tell you what, let's have a little ramp off the edge. I want to see if you can actually, like, fling off it. So if I was to open this doorway up, and then I was to open up this one. There we go. And then on my way through, I'm going to place one just here, I reckon. Oh, I thought I was going to get hit by it then. So let's give this a try then. So I've placed one at the top. I've got one on the ramp in the middle. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, hold up. So I just want to give this a try. I want to see what kind of airtime I can get if I was to combo these. So, right, here you go. Frost trap number 1. Perfect. And then let's keep going. I tell you what, you do pick up a lot of speed. That's actually quite good. Like, just generally for being able to get away from things, that's actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. So you do genuinely get some really nice speed off the back of it. Another thing I'm noticing as well is obviously the fact that it's obviously daytime constantly because that's the setting that I've applied. And it's actually the right kind of daytime that I was hoping for because I don't know if anybody else is the same, but when I try to get a screenshot or a clip from Fortnite, sometimes daytime can be that weird kind of like orangey, sort of heading into sunset kind of time of day. So it means that you can't actually get the right color balance on your thumbnails and stuff. But this time of day is perfect, like proper clear blue skies. Everything's looking pretty, looking nice. I really, really like it. And then other than that, I now kind of want to try out dying and seeing whether I do actually retain everything, because I'm not going to be able to kill myself with 4 damage, given that I've got, you know, 4 damage off. If I just go for 1 or 2 more. There we go. Oh, they've got a new little, like, layout on the countdown as well. And then, of course, as you can see, my inventory's remained, and I have got all my goodies in my hotbar. That's good. And then, of course, as well, you can see I've got 100 health, 100 shields, and I like it. I'm trying to think of game modes that you could have with, like, you know, with just the with the 1 HP. I kind of want to do a thing where you can die in 1 hit to like a pistol. So like create a little arena where you have a pistol and you basically just got to drop in again and again and again and again and just see how things go. I think that would be really, really cool. But either way, that is it for today's video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. It's not quite, you know, a full match of Fortnite and whatnot, but sometimes it just doesn't warrant it. And I don't really know how I could use this in order to win a match unless I waited until like the final circle and then I cause somebody to have like low friction and then they fall out the map. But I don't think that would be that funny either way. But either way, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think to this brand new item? What are you feeling about it? Since when was there a rift inside of Shifty Shafts? And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.